welcome to Mind Your Business, a channel where we are in everybody's business. If you don't mind getting in people's business, you're on the right channel. Talking about current topics and gossip. Well, kiss me neck. Stormy's mum, like, wow. She was so embarrassing. Like, what is going on? She's just doing way too much. Let's get into it, people. Welcome, my nice people, my inquisitive crew. Let's talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville, the reunion part 3, the final one. Which actually, after watching it, I thought he didn't have to do a part 3. I feel like he kind of stretched it out a little piece. It could have all went into into 2 parts. But anyway, let's talk about it. So, Stormy and her mum, like, it wasn't Stormy's fault, it's her mum. Her mum is very much embarrassing. Betty's up there arguing with Mel over what, I have no idea. Telling her that she don't like her. Meanwhile, her daughter is showing, respect to Mel and saying, actually, I did like you, and I'm glad that she told her that, But I was just surprised at the mum. I was just like, how are you going back and forth with Mel? I just love that Mel told her, you know what, you should be ashamed of yourself and you need to grow up. Yeah, she needs to fix up her blood clot because I don't understand what's wrong with this woman. It's a disgrace. I just thought, you're embarrassing your daughter. You just need to get a handle on yourself and just bring it down a little piece. Like, yeah, grow up a little bit because that was not it. I'm just like, yeah, we know you love your daughter. You want to protect your daughter. That I completely understand. But this is not the way. This is definitely not the way. But anyway, I like that Stormy made it clear that she didn't have a problem with Mel and that she basically likes and she respects her, but just felt that she could have handled the situation a bit better. So I thought that was good and very grown woman, because what is going on? And I felt bad for Stormy, honestly, because at certain points you could see she's trying to get her mum's attention, like, mum, like, stop. But she was not having it. It was a lot. And then obviously they touched on her cousin, and, he basically he's grown a lot since that all happened with, working for his cousin and that he was taking advantage at certain points. But, he knows better now. And basically he was high back, but he's moved on. So, he wanted to save the relationship essentially and do his own little thing. So I thought that was quite nice. I wasn't surprised that poor Aunt Lisa didn't bother come to the reunion. She declined. And, that her and Stormy's mum, Betty, are still not in a good place because Betty said, they're still not in a good place and saying that, she can't mend it by herself. But I'm like, based on your attitude, you are the problem. You've got to look at the way you behave, like even the way you're attacking Mel, who is honestly your daughter's friend. So that's not even really in your group of people then. So just let them do their own thing, innit? Like, it's just too much. And I feel like because she watched the show a lot, she has her own opinions before coming on the show. It's giving fan who's like it's gotten out of control. You're now part of it. So you can't be acting that same way. Oh, Lord Jesus. Anyway, the Fletchers joined as well. I thought Nell looked really cute in her gold dress. I was thinking, there you go. The Tisha from Bell Collective. You should have went for something like this. This is just nice and cute and simple. You still could have had your little fancy hair, but a better wig. Anyway, I'm on the wrong show. Yeah, back to this one. So, basically, Nell shares about, her not really wanting to do reality TV because of the fact that, her family's a lot. And she's got a lot of her, her own problems to deal with, basically. So she just wasn't ready. But it's good actually to hear about their dynamic. I like actually seeing them on the show. And she did share that, things are getting better between her and the family, and her youngest son are kind of, communicating a bit more, which is nice to hear. And then obviously Carlos touched on the whole expo thing. And they shared that both Chris and Nell shared that they were offended for not being included because obviously, they've been in business in the area for about 30 years and they own more than one business, so why not? And Tisha apparently said that she was going to make sure that they were part of it and told Nell that. So Nell's like, if you say this, then you need to stand on what you say, basically, stand on your word. But then Tisha said that she was planning on inviting Chris. I was like, Chris, what about Nell? You just said Chris there. What's going on with the shade here? And then says that she focused on the core 6. And I like that Chris asks, well, is Stormy part of this core 6? Because clearly she's not. So she's like, oh, no, but I spoke to Stormy more. She basically said that she didn't really have a relationship with Chris and Nell then. So I thought that was interesting. But it does feel like there's a little tension between Tisha and Nell, and I don't understand why there's that tension. It doesn't make no sense, apart from, Nell being very close to Mel. I don't understand what the issue is because her and Tisha and Mel are kind of getting back on okay terms now, aren't they? So, no about that, love. Anyway, now, why was Marsau with his big head interjecting, talking about, well, Chris never mentioned his wife's business to him before, which he thinks is sexist? It's just like, just shut your mouth, boy. just sit on and just sip it. Like, he's just so annoying. I'm so glad that Carlos told him, that it was rich coming from him. Indeed. Anyway, I was really quite surprised by Carlos. I know he's quite messy, but this was messy quite at a different level, because I was surprised by his questioning to the Fletchers, because he went straight in with his questions about their infidelity. I'm like, hold up a minute. You only showed like a mini clip of them talking about it, on their trip. But it was like a mini clip. We didn't really get a deep dive into them as much. So I was quite surprised that he went in so hard, like straight up with the questions. Particularly I feel like he takes it easy on some and harder on others. Like, I was a bit like, this is very interesting. And didn't Nell just say how she didn't really want to do reality? She's reluctant to do it because of, the whole mix-up with her family. And you just come in hard. I was like, okay, you're very inner. Anyway, he started asking questions about Chris cheating on Nell, and how Nell found out about it. She spoke about someone confronted her. Well, someone told her about it, so she confronted him about it. He tried to lie, but she didn't know until she got the truth, and how they separated, and obviously got back together because she loved him and she wanted to work it out. And then we also get to hear that Nell and Chris were really there for Mel and Martel when they were going through their issues with infidelity, and that's why they have such a close bond, and how they were there counselling with them and really trying to get through to them till like early hours in the morning. And I thought that was so sweet. They got a real deep connection there. And I like that Mel said that what she really loves and respects about them is that they don't take sides, which is really nice, and that is good to see. You can see that anyway, even though Martel wants everyone to take sides, so of course he has something to say about everything. So Carlos mentions about the woman that came to come and visit Martel when they were on their trip in Houston. And of course, he's chatting bare batty about, she came to give me a massage with no massage table. Yes, okay. Then, of course, Carlos asking him messy questions about what did he do with her. But Mel said the right thing, like, where was the table if that was a massage? You know what I mean? And Carlos asks, do you guys think it was disrespectful? And some of them agreed. Of course, Kimmi decided to say that she didn't care. I'm like, Kimmi, what is your damn problem? Like, I really like Kimmi, but I'm telling you, of late, she has been really irking me with this little side that she has, which I feel like she's just like, when it comes to Martel, she's always agreeing with Martel. I'm just like, what is your problem? Is it because Melody didn't invite you to her name change thing? It's probably why she didn't invite you to the name change, because this behaviour it's not given. I don't like it at all. It's just given a bit pick-me-ish. I do not like it. Kimmi also adds that, oh, well, Mel, didn't you have a massage as well? You had a massage as well. I'm just like, just be quiet. It's just like you just want to try and make a big deal and show that, oh, well, he said it's a massage at 3:00 in the bloody morning. Yeah, please. Like Carlos was insinuating, it don't sound right to me, honey. You're trying to say, oh, well, she had a massage. When I like that Melba was like, I had a massage. It was a woman, and it was probably at appropriate hours. Hence why even now was like, well, I saw the woman. Like, we saw her come in. I mean, she came in with her equipment. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? She just needs to stop. She really needs to stop. I just feel like you don't need to do that, Kimmi. You're really not giving girls at all. Martel was going on, just chatting bare batty basically for the whole time, telling Mel he ain't a liar, when Mel's telling him that he's lying about certain things after he's lied about, his whole relationship that he had with his side piece. So it's just like, please, just stop. I like that Carlos asked Chris about, him letting Martel raise his voice to Nell, which is quite disrespectful. But Chris is saying, oh, it's because he sees them as like brother and sister and all this kind of stuff. I don't care. He's out of order. And I love that Mel said that she really spoke to him privately about this and feels like it's disrespectful and that he shouldn't be talking to her like that. Says it's disrespectful, says that, basically it's out of order. And I agree, basically, that Martel should have respect. Mel says that also they are their elders, so show some respect, essentially. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I agree. I figured that Chris would have checked him about it a bit more than putting it down to brother and sister. No, know what you're doing. And then, of course, Martel's there trying to defend himself for an excuse. He's talking about, well, if she shout at me, I'm going to shout back at her. And it's just giving so immature and childish, but that's what Martel gives anyway. Carlos asks him when he's going to apologise. Of course, he's chatting about, oh, well, actually, I think we owe each other an apology. He just can't own anything, can he? He can't just be like, you know what? Yeah, I will apologise because I shouldn't be speaking to you like that. It's just always got to be like, well, you was doing this to me. I like that, Nell stood on her shit and was like, well, actually, you were coming at me. So he basically apologises, only because he's on TV, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, then he apologises, then goes on to say some more bullshit and talk about women overstepping their boundaries. So I like that Nell was basically trying to check him on that as well. Like, what are you talking about? And then he's talking about, he spoke to Chris about her before. He says that she's just like that. I'm just like, Nell's like, I'm over here minding my own business. He's chatting about you, but you're in my business. No, you put me into your business, okay? You guys come to me for counselling. Right, exactly. So just be quiet and sit down, like, stop your noise. Ridiculous behaviour. Because I can't take Martel anymore. I'm just glad that he's going to be off the screen for a little while. He just needs to grow up. Just seriously, he needs to sort his shit out. He's annoying. Anyway, back to Kiki. So Carlos brings up the fact that Kiki obviously came and joined the trip, and, Tisha was saying that essentially she didn't want to be around her, and she was obviously felt disrespected. She was very upset about it, particularly because the Fletchers didn't really let her know that she was coming. Kiki was saying that she didn't come to make it right, but she did want to express, that what she did was wrong. She shouldn't have did that to her, basically. And it was interesting because Nell said that she told her that, she should just wait until they're back in town, just wait and talk to them then rather than coming here. But she wanted to come. And then Tisha was basically saying that she's over the relationship between her and Kiki, that her family, of course, want them to sort it out because obviously they're first cousins, so that must be really a bit rough for the family. But, she don't really want to work it out. Whereas Kiki's saying that she does want to, work it out. But, obviously Tisha's not necessarily on the same page. Marsau is saying that he does think that they're not done, that they will hopefully get back on a level. Now, Carlos also asked Kiki about did she use Tisha to basically come on the show and cement her place on the show? And she's saying, well, no, actually, the plan was that she was going to come on the show together, and, she feels like Tisha changed up on her. Tisha's saying that's not the case. She just knows certain things about Kiki, and that there's things that if she was in her place, she wouldn't want to be on TV with all that drama going on in the background. But, she's on the show. That's what she wanted. So she's here now. And she's saying it's things that are not being covered on the show. But Kiki's trying to say it is things that are covered on the show, like her infidelities have now just come out, obviously, on the reunion, but, the cheating. Obviously, the addiction situation. We know she's been quite open about that. But on the flip side, I don't really want them to be arguing anymore. I feel like they are cousins, and I hope that they do figure their shit out at some point. But I feel like it is up to Kiki if she wants to come on and be on a reality show and, open that Pandora's box if that's what it is for her, because that's her decision. I don't think that's one that Tisha can make for her. It's too late now because they're on the show, but I hope that they do sort out their stuff. But Kiki was basically saying that, she's been owning all of her stuff and she's revealed it already. But Martel said to Marsau and Tisha, is that it isn't there more, basically. And Marsau basically said, oh no, there's one more major thing, basically. But Kiki's saying that's not the case because Martel's asking her about it. And Kiki's saying that's not the case. She's revealed everything essentially on the show. She tells her own story and, that's it. But Tisha's basically saying, oh, well, whatever that she's got behind that she hasn't said, it's her story to tell. So, there it's looking a little bit murky. Maybe there's more to Kiki that might come out, but we don't know. Kiki is sticking to the fact that she's admitted everything and that she has nothing to be ashamed of. So that's that. But she would like to still repair their relationship. But I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work at this point. I hope that they do get together at some point. But what I thought was really sad, I think, because I can see Tisha's still hurt because she feels like she's been backstabbed by her cousin, which is fair. It's on TV, so it's a lot. I think Kiki sees that Marcel's a bit of an idiot and wants to try and protect her, but she can't do that either. So I just hope they will sort out their shit. But what I don't like is the fact that their daughters, who are best friends, how it's impacting their relationship. I don't think that's fair on the children. And I feel like they should make an effort for that. Tish tried to say at the end of their segment that Kiki's blocked her. But then Kiki was adamant at the end that she was going on to the point where Carlos was trying to show her up, saying that, it's a lie. That's not true. That's not true. So I hope that for the children's sake, that they can get it back on a good level, even just, cordial, so that the children can, still have their relationship. It shouldn't be trickling down to them. It's not really fair. Carlos brings up the whole situation about her false pregnancy situation. That is probably just a bit of a, storyline. But of course it made her look worse because you've got Marcel sitting there insinuating, well, if that was the case, then it means that you cheated, essentially. And when he was asked if he believes Tisha is capable, he said, absolutely. So, of course, Tisha looked like she was quite upset. He says that, yes, if she's got a vajayjay and she's got a mouth, then she is capable. She's a woman, isn't she? I said, this man with his big blasted head just needs to just shut the hell up. I just find him a nuisance. Anyway, and then he starts going about capable versus probable. And at one point, Nell says to him, well, that could be flipped in terms of, this whole, if someone goes out to drink and next minute they're going off doing wet wipes and all this crap. I said, what kind of story is this you're telling? Because you seem quite specific on the details of wet wipes and having a drink and all this foolishness. So I'm like, is this what you're up to? Are you telling on yourself here? Because what the hell is going on out here? Anyway, Noah is basically saying it could be flipped. It could be the other way around. A man goes out, drinks and goes out. He's chatting about men are stronger. It's just like, whatever. This man just chats bare batty crease. It's ridiculous. What made me laugh, though, and side eye, was when Melody said, oh, so what if Tisha was pregnant? What would you have done? Would you have left? And he said yes. So this man is ridiculous. And Tisha was like, well, we're on the same page then. And it's like, okay, you two are a mess. Anyway, I like that Tisha basically let him know, look, I was here for you this whole time and you've been going through all these rumours about you. So I didn't like the way that you basically acted and tried to go on. But you know how the man is, he don't really business. Now, Carlos, being messy, decides to ask a question to the ladies, talking about, oh, well, if Tisha stepped out on Marsau, would she be in the right to do so? Of course, Kimmi's like, oh, well, why are you asking that? Why are you asking that? You know, you're insinuating that then he's cheated. I'm just like, Kimmi, just chill out and calm down. You know, I just thought he just was being a messy Carlos because he's based it on what people say online. And, I just thought, just chill out. Yeah, just chill out, Kimmi. Seriously. Anyway, Tisha made it clear that she don't play those games. That's not what she would do anyway. Now, what did make me laugh was during touch-ups, when they were getting a little makeup touch-up during the break, and they were still seated, and obviously cameras were rolling, and you see that Keke is not happy with Marsau and saying that basically he is a liar. He's a lying bitch. Whereas Tisha is, hitting backchatting about, I bet you won't cross this line. And Marsau's talking about security. I'm just thinking this obviously is a brewing situation. And Keke is definitely not happy with what they said. Anyway, that was that, basically. Carlos ended it there. He said it was his favourite reunion and reveals that Chris and Courtney are not actual cousins. Remember, they thought they were cousins. But what do you guys think of the reunion? I thought it was interesting, but it could have been done in about two. It could have been pushed up, It could have been edited a bit better for it to be fitting in. But I did like hearing from the Fletchers. I don't read business about Tiffany. Wish her well and all that, but yeah, whatever. Kiki and Tisha, I hope they sort it out maybe on the next season and we can see them kind of repair the relationship. I thought that Melody was turning herself very well. Martel was being the clown that he is and has, shown himself to be, because what were you doing? What's going on here? Just making yourself look foolish on the TV. Now, social media is always on fire when these shows are on. So, of course, I had to go and have a look over there and see what some people were saying about the show. Take a look at these. Now, social media never fails to crack me up. I'm telling you, people. But anyway, what did you guys think of the show? Let me know your thoughts below. Yes, so thanks for watching that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when I am uploading some more of people's business. So until then, my nosy people, stay blessed.